sir.
Slows out 53 miles now. Bogies appear to be heading directly at us. I'm coming port, steady up 150 for 30-degree offset, 50 miles. .49 miles now, speed 450, Angels 9. I'm going down to 3.
Welcome to the FSX Blue Angels radar tutorial. In this tutorial, we will cover the basic operation and symbology of the radar found on board the Microsoft Flight Simulator Acceleration Boeing FA-18A Hornet. In order to properly operate the Hornet's radar, we must first understand the basics. Like the radar systems found on board fighter aircraft, the FA-18's radar only scans a small slice of airspace that is located in front of the jet's nose. The maximum space of this slice has an area of 70 degrees left and right of the aircraft's centerline, 40 nautical miles above and below the aircraft, at a distance of 80 nautical miles in front of the aircraft. To view the radar, we must first bring the radar display up on one of the multifunction displays, or MFDs. In order to do this, simply click on the button below the word Menu on one of the MFDs. Once the menu appears, click on the button next to the letters RDR located on the top left of the display in use. Now that we have the radar displayed, we will cover some of the basic symbology found on the radar screen. First are the letters RWS, which is short for Range While Scan. The synthetic aperture radar found on the real F-18 offers many different search and track modes. The Range While Scan mode is the only one available for the Acceleration FA-18. Next on the display, you will find the characters 1B, which stands for 1 bar. As you click on the respective button, you will notice the symbology change from 1 bar to 2 bar to 4 bar to 6 bar. This indicates the amount of step up or step down of the radar scan between sweeps. A 1 bar scan will simply scan left and right, while a 6 bar scan will incrementally step up or down 6 times before returning to the original starting position. On the right side of the radar screen, you will find 2 arrows along with the number 40. The number 40 indicates the range that the radar is scanning in nautical miles, while the arrows allow you to increase or decrease the scan range of the radar. The ranges available are 5, 10, 20, 40, and 80 nautical miles. Similar to most modern tactical aircraft radar displays, the bottom of the display represents the nose of the aircraft, while the top of the screen represents the max range that has been selected. For example, if we have the 20 nautical mile range selected, the bottom of our screen represents the nose of the aircraft and the top of the screen represents 20 nautical miles in front of the aircraft. If a contact were located in the middle of the screen, its distance from the aircraft would be 10 nautical miles. Located below the arrows, you will find the letters TUP and TDN, which stand for target up and target down respectively. These 2 options are used to cycle through contacts so that there be multiple contacts detected by the radar. On the bottom right of the screen, you will find the current altitude, and on the left, your current airspeed both in knots and in Mach. The number 40 located between the altitude and airspeed indicates the radar azimuth sweep in degrees. 40 indicates that the radar is sweeping 20 degrees to the left and 20 degrees to the right for a total of 40 degrees. Simply click on the button below the number to increase the azimuth sweep range. As you increase the scan, you will notice that the azimuth bar will travel closer and closer to the left and right edges of the radar screen, indicating a wider field of scan. The sweep can be as narrow as 20 degrees and as wide as 140 degrees, meaning that the radar is scanning 70 degrees to the left and 70 degrees to the right of the aircraft's nose. An airborne contact on a radar will look like 3 closely stacked horizontal bars. The contact's range and relative position can be calculated by referencing the location of the contact with the size of the radar screen. In this example, the contact is directly ahead of the aircraft at approximately 20 nautical miles. If more information is needed about a particular contact, simply click on the TUP or TDN buttons. Once selected, additional information will be displayed next to the contact. The airspeed in Mach is displayed on the left, while the altitude in thousands of feet is displayed on the right. The tail points to the direction that the contact is heading. The actual heading of the contact is now displayed on the top left of the screen, while the contact's relative altitude above or below your aircraft is displayed just below the contact's heading. Again, this altitude is displayed in thousands of feet. This concludes the FSX Blue Angels radar tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to contact any of our team members at www.fsxblueangels.com.